I might have just cracked the code to shred all year long. Practice those snowboard skills, those body mechanics, everything, all season long. Let's find out. Well, last summer I did pick up a one wheel, which I absolutely loved. I think riding the one wheel helped my snowboard season tremendously. I had an awesome time doing it. I love taking it out on the trails, and it's definitely something I still plan to do. My favorite thing about one wheeling is definitely the off-road capabilities, and so that's what brings me to today. Today, let me show you the Summerboard. But what the Summerboard is an electronic skateboard essentially, and you're gonna balance on these motorized center wheels. Then you have these outside wheels that are gonna roll and basically act as your edges. You got a remote to control your throttle. It's gonna give this thing power. And the thing that's unique about the Summerboard is it does allow you to do like flat spin 360s. You do have more of an edge like a snowboard. You can carve it, spin it. We're gonna find out the ultimate way to train for snowboarding year round. If you're like me and just absolutely desperate to find a way to keep your snowboard season going, keep progressing your snowboarding, your riding, because you're plagued by a shorter than you would like season, this is definitely gonna be something for you. And even if not, it's gonna give you something to do in the summertime, something different to continue to work those snowboard body mechanics, those snowboard muscles, so that when next snowboard season rolls around, you're better and ready to go than you've ever been before. All right, but today is day one. It's gonna be a little bit rough. We're gonna have to learn how to ride this thing. So one of the really cool things about the Summerboard is they do have various methods to lock your feet onto the board to make it feel more like a snowboard. Now Summerboard does recommend starting out with these foamies, but they do have some different footholds that are going to feel more similar to a snowboard binding to use once you progress your riding and get a little bit better. This also allows you to set it up just like you would your snowboard. I have been told by Summerboard, definitely take it slow. They do have, when you get the Summerboard, it's gonna come with this quick start guide. It's gonna have a guide to help you kind of get started. They've told me no matter what, don't try to deviate from the instructions, just follow it step by step, and it's gonna teach me a whole lot quicker than if you just try to figure it out on your own. So we're gonna see, they have it broken up into like 3 different days. They also give you different challenges to help work on your skills. So we're gonna start with day one, we're gonna start basic, and let's see how it goes. All right, I typically prefer riding a little more directional, so I did set my front foot a little bit more angled out the way I typically like to ride, my back foot more neutral. This season, I really liked riding with a 0 in the back, and either 18 or positive 21 in the front. So I tried to set this up similar. I also brought the stance in a little bit just to make it more similar to my snowboard stance. So let's test it out. One really cool thing about the Summerboard is it does have a removable battery. So if you are out there riding, it has a 12-mile range, but if you want to go further, you can just get an extra battery, throw it in a backpack, and you're going to be able to ride a little bit further. So luckily for me, I live in a cul-de-sac. There's not a lot of traffic. I've got a big, round kind of street. So I've got a great place to practice. I've got a full circle once we get moving. They said the first thing you want to do is get used to just kind of skating and taking off, similar to a snowboard. Although what they said on the Summerboard is that typically on a snowboard, you're going to skate with your front foot, hop on, and take off. They said on the Summerboard, it's going to work out better if you do it from the back, because you're able to balance a little bit better, hop on like that, because you can see your front foot, it's not blind. I'm going to try the front foot a couple times, and then we'll see if I have to go to the back foot, like they say. I don't know, I feel like I'm going to do it better with the way I'm a little bit more familiar. So I just want to give a kick. All right, not too bad. Let's try it again. Just give it one little kick. All right, one little kick. All right. Off. All right, they said the next skill that you want to work on, which same thing with the one wheel, the first thing you want to do before you get riding is get comfortable jumping off, because if you can't jump off, you're going to wind up getting hurt when you do have to go to bail, because especially in the beginning, you're going to bail a lot. So said you want to square on it with both feet, jump off both at the same time. And I can speak from experience one wheeling. We'll be able to jump off forward. Don't jump on. Be able to jump off backwards, forward. You got to be ready, because it's going to happen. It's really weird. All right. Let's see. try to jump off moving. So kick it up, get it rolling, jump off. All right, I'm gonna see just how far I can go in a straight line. I did watch Jonathan Buckhouse start to do this. All right, so kick. Next thing. All right. Another tip they told me that I keep forgetting is they said you want to ride it like you're snowboarding powder. They said you want to stay on your back foot a little more, especially. They said you don't have to stay like that, but especially in the beginning, you want to stay on your back foot, ride it like you're trying to ride powder. So I'm going to try to just go straight, what I started to say, and then I got too excited, took off. I did watch Jonathan Buckhouse's how to do this video, and I know the next thing he did was from going straight was just try to do like full circles. He tried to do like 3 or 4 toe turns, 3 or 4 heel turns. So I'm going to try the same thing. Definitely my biggest mistake was doing legs this morning, then trying to figure this out. All right, quick day 2 update. Really focusing on carves, doing toe side carves, heel side carves. I got the toe side down, the heel side, I got 1 complete circle without having to step off, so we're getting there. The main key is patience, take your time, follow the drills, follow it step by step. That's what I'm gonna try to do. So day 2, I probably got a little over an hour of riding on this thing, and it's getting there. I got real frustrated at one point. I had to go take a water break, come back out, and it's starting to click. So be patient. Definitely a great calf workout. My calves are gonna be in fantastic snowboard shape when it rolls back around.